Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm Cindy Daychuk with Queen Bee Creations, and today we are going to do another little practice watercolor in our journal. Now, I have already just taped off with some washi tape a little bit of a border. I just like having little borders on it. But this time you can see I've taped off both sides. I have one way for this little experiment. We're going to be doing watercolors, but we're going to be adding gold leaf to them. Now, with this isn't real gold leaf, so it's not like it's 14 karat gold or anything like that, but it operates the same as the real stuff. You can get this in copper or silver, and you can even get it in some patterns if you want. We're going to be using such a small quantity that really just go with something that's plain. It's a great way to use up some little pieces that you may have left over from other projects. But the way that I saw this done, you apply the gold leaf first and then the watercolor. But I thought, I bet you could do it after. So we're going to do both, because why not? So I'm going to bring you in overhead and show you. But usually with gold leaf, you apply a sizing to whatever you want to leaf. And it's kind of like a special gold leaf glue, if you will, that is fairly liquidy, and that when it's tacky, when it dries to the tacky stage, that's when you apply the leafing. Instead today, rather than taking that and then painting where you want the leaf to stick, we're going to be using this product that I heard of, which is a relief sizing. And I'll try and remember to put the link, because you're probably trying to read it and it's backward or something. So it's a PBO or PEBIO, I don't know which way to say that. And it's a relief mixtion. It's like, think of it as sizing that's in relief. So it's got a really fine tip, so you're able to do it. It stays raised, so it creates a little bit of a border, which kind of matters if you're applying this first. Because if you're doing it first, then it's going to contain your watercolor. We're going to do it both ways. We're going to do our watercolor flowers first on this side, and then when that's dry, we'll come back and we'll do the sizing on both of them. So we're kind of playing. The nice thing about it too is if you're doing it first, then you could lightly pencil in your drawing if you want to, because those will be the guidelines that you go over with this. And because you'll be adding the gold leaf, you'll never see the pencil marks. So you get to have cheat lines on this one. So bonus. All right, so you can see I've penciled in a quick little sketch, nothing earth-shattering, and not necessarily a real flower. And on this side, I don't really have anything. And what I want to take advantage of is maybe doing something much looser. I'm going to try and do them in the same colors though, so let's maybe, now I can't see where my water is. Let's drop in a little bit of red maybe into those. These ones we're going to define with our paint, our gold leafing after, right? So we're just getting some color in there first, and maybe let that bleed down in a little bit more. Maybe take it out around some of the edging. Except for, you know, maybe our green. I'll just do a couple of quick little leaves. And then we need this to dry. Oh, this side, what we're going to do first, let me just see that maybe you're not heavy enough to weight that down. There, let me just weight that corner down a little bit, let those flowers sit. Here, we're going to start by outlining it with our relief medium. So it's got a pointy tip, but you can see already it's starting to bubble out because it's been under pressure. So we want to start by outlining all of our pencil lines, and we want it to be kind of up in relief. So we want that raised edge on it. But we're going to get it all outlined and then leave this to dry, to tacky. And this will dry, when it's tacky, it's a little bit translucent. You'll see some white, some starting to kind of see through it. When it's totally dry, it's clear. So, you know, as long as it's perfectly white, leave it. But we are going to want, I don't know, I didn't really need to do the raised stem. Well, the stem now is going to be gold. So I might as well do the other stem. Okay, we're going to let this side start to dry. That's a big blob. We're going to let this side start to dry. What I can do is I can add a couple of little lines here and there just for a little bit more detail on my flower. And then once this side is dry, we'll do the same. Here, now I'm going to try and follow the natural flow of things a little bit more, and we'll see which way we like best. Now, I've applied the sizing onto this side, but it's still wet, but you can maybe see that this is getting a little translucent. So we could start adding our gold leaf to it, and we're going to lay it down over all of those areas that we've applied that to. And I'm just using a bunch of little partial pieces that I've got floating around here. I think there's a little piece in there. And then you can take a soft little, and I'm using a makeup brush, and you can see that there's little tiny pieces of, that was bronze. But we're going to do this, and then we gently brush it away. And it's good for these little pieces, like this is fairly big, so I'll put that back in the container. But I gather up a lot of my little pieces and I put them into a jar so that I can use them maybe in resin projects or things like that. But we just gently kind of brush it, and you can see that we're leaving our gold behind. So I'm just going to continue and then let this sit a little bit. Hopefully be able to get this piece done as well before everything gets totally crazy. I can see here, I'm going to take this little piece, that there's a little bit of the glue right there that I maybe didn't catch. So I'm going to put some of my little leaf pieces on there and let them sit for a bit so they can firm up, because some were dry and then some were tacky, and because I didn't apply it perfectly evenly, but it'll all still be good. So I'm going to let this finish, let this start to dry, and apply the leaf to that, and then we'll carry on. So this is what our loose watercolor looked like after we've applied the gold leaf. We still have to now do some of our watercolors into here. And I just, I gotta, there we go. Sorry, had a brush for a little piece. Okay, so I want to try and use similar colors. I'm just trying to remember what the heck colors I used. And I'm just going to, in this case, drop them in and kind of let them go where they will. Maybe a little yellow on the leaf. I didn't do that before. And I can't remember which red, so we'll just go with whatever. And then I'm going to take a fairly dry brush, and just because we have the outline in the red, in the gold, I just want to take advantage of my spacing here. But this, if you can recall, was pretty ugly. It wasn't well done, and the gold just kind of perked it right up a little bit. So we'll see. Already it just looks kind of rich, doesn't it? So, and then we're just going to drop a little bit of green down here into our leaves as well. And now I'm going to leave these to dry. All right, let's take a look at our finished project. And I have to tell you, these turned out pretty cute. They took not very good watercolors and made them into something pretty sweet. And quite honestly, I don't think that it really makes a difference if you do the watercolor first, then add the gold puff sizing and the gold leaf, or do the gold leaf first. So whichever turns out easiest for you. Maybe you do a watercolor and you don't really like it, so you add the gold, right? But let me just show you what else I did, because I kind of did more just because I was having fun. So I just took a sheet of watercolor paper and I did some of the florals on them. And then I thought, wouldn't they make sweet little cards? So I just glued them onto some scrapbook paper, glued them onto some cardstock paper, and just, you know what, made some little cards from it. And I like to have these on hand because I always forget that I need to be sending somebody something. And these are just kind of nice and quick and cute. And I can play with my watercolor and not worry, because the gold kind of fixes them up. So they look pretty sweet. I'm just going to draw a little bit of a frame. Whoops, a little bit of a frame around these guys so that they're in my book for real. And it was a fun experiment. And now I'm thinking I may try adding some to my next alcohol ink project. So this is where playing with stuff kicks in, because it gets you thinking about, how else might I try that? Where else could I use that? What other project would it work on? So I think this was kind of a fun little experiment for our journals, but really good applications elsewhere. Let me know what you think of this one. Let me know if you're going to give it a try. I will post a link to that product that I used, so you know what I'm talking about. You can read up the description on it, and if you can't find this one, find something similar. and kind of take it from there. But quite honestly, it was a lot of fun. And I could see some other future projects where I could add this into just some of my other craft things, not necessarily just art, but some of my other craft projects, doing this and adding some really fine gold leaf detail. So I'm thinking it's a win. Love to hear your thoughts. Looking forward to seeing you on the next one. And until then, take care.